Hey there everyone, it's Misterstubstep, and don't worry, the next video will be an amazing pickup video of Pokemon cards. But today, I figured I'd go over some non-Oreo Oreos, and these are JoJo's. Weirdly enough, when I used to go to Trader Joe's as a kid, I feel like I remember these being Jo-O's. Maybe that's the cereal, maybe these have always been JoJo's, but actually, is JoJo's a reference to something? Maybe, but I'm gonna go through these today. I am a self-proclaimed Oreo connoisseur. Down below, I have a playlist of all my Oreo and food reviews that I've done in the past. But overall, I'm excited to try these. I haven't had these since I was a kid. I remember them not being quite as good as Oreos, but you know, it's their attempt. Overall, compared to a double stuffed Oreo, they have slightly less calories, slightly less fat, and slightly less sugar. But I mean, they're still, you know, cookies that have saturated fat and everything in them. So still not good for you, but still hopefully delicious. So overall, packaging is pretty similar. We'll lift here. I have a feeling the design of their packaging has changed over the years. Whoa, that was terrifying. But the row of cookies looks quite nice. Look at that, it's beautiful. And they actually smell pretty creamy. Smells pretty creamy. All right, of course, like always, we're gonna try one raw. You always gotta go raw first, and then, you know, you can start dunking. But, oh, look at that design. I don't even know if you can see. Sorry, the lighting is very poor here. I'm still waiting on a lot of my household goods and stuff to come in. I apologize. This is gonna be a very janky review, but it smells like a cookie. Let's try it. Bone apple. So honestly, the flavor feels safe. And that's not a bad thing for a lot of cookies. You know, like say for example, like vanilla wafers. I love vanilla wafers. A very subtle flavor, slightly sweet, go down easy, very snackable. I would say these are slightly more sweet than that, of course. And they finish very, very sweet. Like on the very back of the tongue, you get a last bit of sweetness. And then there also is kind of I don't know if you've had like those healthy foods where the aftertaste is kind of nasty, or like the old school gluten-free stuff like before, because now gluten-free stuff actually tastes good. But like when gluten-free first started making stuff, I talk like gluten-free is like its own company, but like people first started making gluten-free products, that aftertaste almost slightly reminds me of that. Are these even gluten-free? No, I don't see any gluten-free advertisement. They're usually pretty obvious about that. So overall, decent cookie. I almost don't want to put them in the same category as Oreos because they just taste so different. But I mean, they're definitely marketed to look like them. I'm not sure which came first, you know, the JoJo or the Oreo, but let's do some milk now. So the amount of cream is about a regular Oreo. So maybe regular Oreos are about the same nutritional wise, because I was comparing these to double stuffed. I probably would have shown like the nutrition facts of a regular Oreo. So one thing I do have to appreciate, because I appreciate every little thing when it comes to Oreo reviews. So this tab, you can lift it open like that and it seals pretty nicely. And you know how Oreo on their packaging, they have like the little noodle slips, the little mustache that comes off, and it's like the strips that say that it's been tampered with or not. These have something similar, but they're on the inside of the, I don't know if we can even show. Yeah, see the little hole right there on the Oreo? They're on the inside of the strip, which I think is a better design because you can see that it's slightly off, but it's all under the same sealing. And I feel like the strips on the regular Oreo packaging, air can start seeping in there, and then the cookies can start getting stale. I never have to worry about my cookies getting stale because I eat them in like a couple days. But for people that actually have a moderate pace when they eat Oreos, you can run into those issues. This nice clean seal, hopefully no issues of staleness. Now let's dunk. All right, I think it's soaked long enough. Let's try a JoJo soaked. Okay, so it brings out a really, really sweet profile, like right up front, like surprisingly sweet, like it almost borderline goes sour and salty at the end because of how sweet it is. But I had it in there for a while and the cookie was still very substantial. You know, sometimes when you have an Oreo sitting in the milk for so long, it starts getting crumbly, you start losing some pieces, they start slowly falling down on the glass. So I'm actually gonna do one more. This is an excuse to eat more. I'm gonna eat more off camera anyway, but I'm gonna dunk it for a little bit longer just to see if I can get that melt in your mouth type feel. Another interesting observation is while this is sitting in the cup, I'm not gonna be able to show you, it's not bubbling. Usually you put an Oreo in the cup and once the bubbling starts going down to a minimum, then you know it's pretty much good to take out. This doesn't bubble at all, so I'm kind of scared. Let's try it. So pretty much the same sensation. I kept it in there for probably 1.5 times the length, and it was a little bit more crumbly, but the whole cookie was still there. It was still very substantial in the mouth. So I'm actually really surprised. Does that lead me more towards like a better made cookie, or like ingredients that maybe I don't like that much? I have no idea, but interesting take. I will be finishing this package, don't you worry. And I guess I'm gonna have to rate them now. So I'm not gonna rate them on the Oreo scale because that would just be unfair to compare these to Oreos. I'm not saying that these are bad, they're just, I would take Oreos every other day of the week, or every day of the week over these. So on the dessert scale, ooh, I mean, they're not bad. Like, I've had desserts where I like bought them and then I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna finish these. I'm not gonna finish these. I will finish these, I will. And I'm in between. I actually have to give them a 5.5. 5.5 out of 10. Not good, not bad. Obviously, there's some demand of these. I think these have been around for a while, probably ever since Trader Joe's has been around. But, I mean, they're not bad, but I guess probably next I'll try some store brand Oreos. And then I'm also gonna be doing a, not experiment, but also a test on the best way to dip Oreos. So look forward to those videos in the future. Obviously, those are like side videos, and the, you know, the openings and everything are my main content. But that's kind of what I just wanted to go over today. Please let me know if you've had these. If you prefer these over Oreos, I'd be curious of your opinion. And yeah, that's all I have for this video. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you have going on. And thank you so much for watching. I'll catch y'all in the next one.